Are you familiar with the toy battle genre? It's meant to show off the latest toy on the market, with a TV show made about it. The idea is just one big commercial really, featuring a huge tournament, or a grand adventure using said toys. Metabots, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Beyblade, and Mega Man Battle Network are some fine examples to name a few. Hello everyone, Dandelion here. Today's focus is on Battle Doll Angelic Layer.
Viewer discretion advised, these toys are falsely advertised.
Metaforce! Metaparts! Metafighters!
Kido Tenshi Angelic Layer, or Battle Doll Angelic Layer, is a Japanese manga series created by Clamp. The manga was published in Japan by Kadokawa Shoten, and in English originally by Tokyopop, but has since been relicensed by Dark Horse Comics. Angelic Layer was Clamp's first work, using a significantly pared down art style, which lowered emphasis on detail and accentuated posing and gestures. It would later be repeated in the series like Chobits and Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle. The manga was adapted into a 26-episode anime series, produced by Bones, titled Angelic Layer Battle Doll, which aired on TV Tokyo from April 1st, 2001 to September 23rd, 2001. Angelic Layer takes place in the same universe as Clamp's later work, Chobits, which similarly deals with the relationship between humans, human-created devices, toys, and godlike power. Our primary protagonist is Misaki Suzuhara. Despite her short appearance, she's a 7th grader who just moved to Tokyo to live with her aunt Shoko Asami. After arriving in the city outside of Tokyo Station, Misaki watches a battle between two dolls on the big live screen called Angelic Layer, a highly popular game in which players, that are called deuces, buy and custom designed dolls known as angels that are moved by a mental control when on the field, called the layer. Misaki falls in love with the game instantly, especially since the white angel she saw was smaller than the opponent and managed to win. From this point on, Misaki proceeds to get her own angel thanks to the help of Professor Ichan, who was watching her the whole time. This seems to be a running theme of grown men stalking the protag in these early 2000s animes, huh? Anywho, Misaki quickly rises through the ranks of the Angelic Layer scene, making friends along the way. However, her thoughts often dwell on her mother, who she's not seen since her preschool days. Little does Misaki know, Mommy Dearest is closer than she thinks. Angelic Layer has an interesting cast of characters. Misaki Suzuhara is a 12-year-old girl who just moved to Tokyo to live with her aunt. She worries about the fact that she's rather short and unathletic, and is sometimes mistaken for an elementary school student. She sees Angelic Layer as a way to prove that there's nothing wrong with her stature. Her angel is called Hikaru, a small lightweight compared to most other angels. She possesses very strong attacks, most of which are high-speed based. Her small stature makes her aerodynamic, quick, and agile. Tamayo Kizaki and Kotaro Kobayashi are both good friends to Misaki and her personal cheering team. Kotaro can be shy at times, but he is reserved. He's often identifying a lot of the strengths and weaknesses for Misaki to help her out. Tamayo coins the nickname Misaki-chi for Misaki, and is often very eccentric. Both of them serve as the comic relief for the series, as Tamayo is often using Kotaro as a practice dummy for her martial arts. Hatoko Kobayashi is both the rival and friend to Misaki. She's very mature for her age, but also very sensitive to losing in battle. She has a bad habit of pushing herself too far, a lot of the times neglecting her own health. Much like Kotaro, she often points out the weaknesses and strengths of Misaki. Also, she's Kotaro's little sister. Shoko Asami is Misaki's aunt and the little sister of Shuko. She often covers Angelic Layer events for her local news station where she works. Misaki lives with Shoko when she moves to Tokyo. She never goes against the wishes of others, but she will speak her mind when need be. Shuko Suzuhara, or Mrs. Shu, is the reigning champion of Angelic Layer. Shuko suffers from a disease that inhibits her nerve signals from reaching her legs, so she's confined to a wheelchair sometimes. She also has an extreme anxiety about socializing with those that she loves. Ichiro Mihara, aka Ichan, is a very eccentric scientist who helps Shuko with her disease. He's also the creator of Angelic Layer and often teases his subordinates. He drops little bits of knowledge from Misaki throughout the series, so he's the mentor figure. Ojiro Mihara, aka the young nobleman of Angelic Layer. Ojiro competes in Kobe and was the champion of the Kansai Regional Games, as well as being the runner-up in the national tournament for 2 consecutive years. He wants to defeat Shuko and her angel Athena to get over a childhood crush he had on her. The concept of Angelic Layer is actually kind of cool. It's like taking Skylanders and Disney Infinity to a whole new level with live PvP added to the mix. Controlling the doll with the mind like it's an extension of the body, and watching it move is simply an amazing idea. These dolls do not just do normal combat either. Their deuces, that's the term for the people controlling the dolls, learn how to game the system and trigger super modes, use static electricity, fire energy balls, and move at sonic speeds. These fights go from 0 to 100 fast, and at times had me thinking I was watching G Gundam or Dragon Ball. There are some missed opportunities in the show for some other concepts, like team battles and other competitions. I was surprised that there were not any dance-offs, since dancing is considered to be one of the best ways to train in the show. One episode does explore the concept of party games to play with the dolls, so that was a neat idea there. The customization of the angels in Angelic Layer is rather broad. While many of the dolls are humanoid, the show does tell us that there are other types of angels that can be made, like robotic or more fantasy-like angels. So Gunpla and Warhammer fans rejoice. Now I do wish we did get to see a lot more of those models in the show. Angels that are designed to be kind of beasts or that could transform. It's kind of a missed opportunity there. The show does have downtime between the matches, which is used for a lot of character and story building. And these are the moments where we really get to spend most of the time with the cast and see how their day-to-day life goes. It also sheds some light on a few things too. Time well spent, so good job. Another cool thing that stood out to me in Angelic Layer is how the dolls relate to their deuces. They usually represent the inner feelings of the character controlling them. Take Hikaru and Misaki for example. Misaki, as mentioned before, feels small and weak, so she made Hikaru small but strong. This is shown very clearly in Hikaru's design. Her attire looks like that of a hot-blooded fighter. Short hair is often associated with attitude, which Hikaru has plenty of in spades. Visually, Angelic Layer is stunning. From character designs to backgrounds. Heck, even the landscape, everything looks great. The combat choreography is beautiful. They catch the angles of the attacks very well. I like the animation for the angel entrances though. Of course, Hikaru's is the best. The music is nothing to scoff at either. The motifs in BGM, they sound great and bring many of the scenes to life. The opening theme is a nice upbeat little number to get the blood pumping. The song itself describes the show and Misaki in a very happy tone. The first ending has a very sad, heavy, and somber feeling, like the worst kind of event that's happened to you. While the second one is very slow and calm, like taking a rest after a long day. Considering the tone the show takes much later, ending 1 should be where ending 2 is, and vice versa. Not to mention, since Angelic Layer likes to play the ending leading up to the ending credits, the switch would work. Angelic Layer is a wild card of a show for sure. At its core, the show is no different from really any other toy battle show that you could catch every Saturday morning. It goes a bit deep with its drama compared to others in the area, but it kind of drops the ball on that drama by not following up on it as often as it should. The visuals and sound for Angelic Layer are spectacular though. Both really help immerse the viewer, and I'm gonna give points to the creativity of some of the angels in the show as well. though it would have been nice to really see them go beyond with the creativity, like fight some centaurs or more bird-like avian angels. Angelic Layer is a fun experience, but probably once every blue moon or two is when I would watch it. So I give Angelic Layer a 3 out of 5, a fine rating for it. Alright everyone, I want to thank you all for watching the whole video. So, do you like Angelic Layer? Do you think a sport like Angelic Layer would actually be rather popular? Are you a fan of any of the works by Clamp? Let me know in the comments below, and you all have a great day. This is Dandelion, signing off.